Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital, but the sacrifice is just too great.
How much damage would it cause if we let them hit us?
We're running out of places to hide our synths. That's why we put so many eggs in one crowded basket to begin with. So what would we lose? 4 synths, Stockton, some of our best agents, and the inevitable civilian casualties? No, not this time. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Oh, is that all? Need anything else while I'm at it?
No. Just keep defying the odds. We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a Courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah. The line at the car wash? Super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
Hey, I'm gonna need some of your grenades. Hand them over.
Negative. You are not authorized to carry them. Here are the recall codes. Follow me. SRB intelligence reports indicate that the mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
I will limit the pain I inflict, if possible. I must end your existence.
Can't pick this.
Your destruction is inevitable.
I can't see it through this. I can't see.
Shit, something's broken. Just one damn minute and I get shot.
Someone help! Thinking you won't
If
just
that's what you want.
run, right?
Who's there?
Let's do this.
Oh, no, you don't.
Need back up! Taking damage! Damn it! Need reinforcements! Taking fire! Shoot to kill! Need back up!
Systems offline.
Elder!
Look at all the love. Yes?
Hi.
Yeah?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Hi.
We're not backing down. We're gonna protect what's ours.
Hi.
Yes?
I can't believe you do that for us. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you for sparing us.
Hi.
We're not backing down. We're going to protect what's ours.
there! I'll wear your guts around my neck!
What's that?
By order of Wayne Institute, you must be destroyed there. Sustaining. Combat initiated.
You'll never leave here alive! Let's feast on your flesh, human! Cover!
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Some air fresheners, a new coat of paint, and it'll all be good as new.
If only it were that simple. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Your unconditional love is overwhelming. I think I need a moment.
I can accept that you're offended. You must understand, though. I have had no love to feel. We have been strangers until now, you and I. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
This is science to you. It's pathetic. All of it.
I'm sorry you see it that way. Perhaps in time you'll see it differently. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Desdemona has an op for you.
Glad you're with us.
You
We've got
really
an
want the
emergency.
Freedom Trail?
Glory spotted a courser
By
near Dayton
yourself?
Safe House. We were hoping Bunker Hill bought us some time, but the Institute's continuing to dismantle our operation.
Sounds like we're screwed.
You've been talking to Pam, haven't you? We have no choice, so we press on. Ticonderoga Safe House has gone dark, and I need you to check it out. Hopefully this is a milk run. But if you do find a courser there, kill it. If there's no survivors, then your cover remains intact.
Is this really worth risking my cover?
Glory needs to evacuate Dayton, and you're the only other heavy we have. And if we don't use you now, soon there won't be any railroad left.
I could be walking straight into a trap.
That's a distinct possibility. Here's hoping that they're just late checking in. Good luck. Glory, pick your team.
I could use the doc. Mr. Smiley, too.
Done. Grab anything you need from Tinker Tom.
Anything?
It's not open season yet, but take what you need.
Oh, I will.
Everyone, we may have to evac on a moment's notice. Stay alert.
I suppose you're here for my medical services. Let's see what's wrong with you today.
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
What's feeling off today? What can you tell me?
Too much radiation. I feel sick.
We'll clean you up. Don't worry. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
No other complaints.
All right. Don't ruin my hard work by dying out.
Hey, Doc.
Are you injured? It's a wonder you and Glory don't set off metal detectors.
Could use some supplies, actually.
I suppose I could
I traded some lead with a courser outside Dayton. Watch your 6 out there.
There's more going on than you know. Trust me.
Hi.
You need anything?
Let's take...
Okay, here's what I got.
Tycon Falls. We'll be running out of places to hide since.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
Deacon's record is the best. You could learn a lot from him.
I'm very busy.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere. Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. Well, it's important.
You call this a clean floor? Are your visual
Let's get this
receptors
directorate
malfunctioning? Can
meeting
you not
over
see
with
the
before
grime
we
and
speak
dust?
further. Well, it's important.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Of course.
Really? Well, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were. The project has been classified for quite a long time. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
Right. Such hard times down here.
I would never disagree that life in the Institute is better than above ground. We have done much to ensure it. Now, we take things even further. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Please,
Can't be serious.
everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Why would you joke about this? It isn't funny.
Were it a joke, I'd agree it's in poor form. But I'm afraid it's not. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Our synth at Warwick sent his first report. Thanks for taking care of that.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
Hello, Mother. Enjoying your time here?
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
Look, I don't want to run this place.
Are you so sure? You seem to have a natural talent for leading by example, getting things done. This will suit you. And I think we can both agree the Institute will need the guidance. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Everything I got will keep you safe.
I've got a few minutes.
Everything.
Remember, I don't serve synths. Supplies are just for humans.
Let's see what you got.
A bit of everything.
Swata, swata, swata can hit! Boom!
Diamond City Surplus. Everything you need.
Protection for sale! Hand-tooled pieces!
Synth-free shopping, right here.
No skull in the league can withstand a swata.
Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High quality protection for sale.
Intruder identified. This is a restricted area. Your arrival wasn't in the mission briefing.
The SRB sent me to check on you. See if you need help.
Mission proceeding according to plan. Ambush set for railroad targets. Prepared to reclaim any synths they possess.
Cut the power. Now.
Upper limb active. Survival is improbable. Engaging.
Who needs a haircut? Everyone needs a haircut. Step up.
Intruder identified. This is a restricted area. Your arrival wasn't in the mission briefing. This irregularity will be reported to Justin Ayo.
The SRB sent me to check on you. See if you need help.
Mission proceeding according to plan. Ambush set for railroad targets. Prepared to reclaim any
Mm-hmm.
Cut the power. Now.
Destruction of fellow synth.
Your destruction is inevitable.
Combat initiated. Shutting down. I will limit the pain I inflict if possible.
We're Where did you go? Engaging. Commencing termination of organic life form. You cannot escape detection for long. Hello?
I hope to God the Institute doesn't find us here.
Ticonderoga was wiped out by coursers. No survivors.
All hands lost? God damn it, that's not the news I wanted to hear. Now we're in a race. Can we free the synths before the Institute wipes us out?
Shouldn't we just hide instead?
It's only a matter of time before the Institute burns your cover. We only have one chance at this, so burying our heads in the sand isn't an option.
So your idea is to sacrifice everyone? That plan stinks.
The plan is to save as many synths as possible. And this is what everyone signed on for. With Tychon down, we're short-handed. If you could spare time from your primary mission, the others could probably use some help.